Hello guys, I hope everybody is okay. First of all, I want to apologize for my English and thank you for the opportunity to present this work to you and congratulate the entire organization team of the event, especially Gail Edmond. I'm going to present you a paper published to Cough Science in 2018. We got great results for healthy weed control. I will ask permission to close the video and start the presentation. Before starting the presentation, I want to talk a little about our network in Brazil. We are part of the Federal Institute network, originally with the farm school model, originated in 1909 with the objective of developing technical and professional education in the country. In 2008, the old agro-technical schools, so-called and 10, were renamed the Federal Institute with an expansion of more than 600 campuses throughout the country, headquartered by 42 records. To start, we an area where we had a high infestation of horseweed present in the coffee plantations. In 2011, doses of 11,520 grams of glyphosate per hectare were observed in Brazil to control resistant horseweed plants. This slide shows the development of glyphosate-resistant horseweed in Brazil so far, where red is high strength, green is medium strength, blue is medium strength, and starting yellow. Currently, in addition to the high dissemination of glyphosate-resistant biotypes, we observe here that these biotypes are resistant to at least one herbicide in Brazil. Data collection in the Brazilian Midwest states of Goiás, Mato Grosso, and Mato Grosso do Sul. The cost of controlling glyphosate-resistant weeds increases by around 50% when associated with the control of glyphosate-resistant horseweed in Brazil. That is, if we have control of a weed resistant to glyphosate, such as digital insularis, with $80 per hectare, when associated with resistant horseweed, we increased this cost to only $120 per hectare. Losses, competition for light water nutrients sweeping. Sweeping managing with is a practice carried out in the coffee harvest to stay clean under the coffee plants and facilitate the bagging of the harvest coffee. Tractor culling systems as hazardweed seeds block the radiator air passage leading to engine overheating. Therefore, resistance can be defined as natural and heritable ability to certain biotypes within a population if it survives and if after exposure to doses of herbicides that would be lethal to normal, susceptible individuals of the same species. In this work, we use the following herbicide action mechanisms: glyphosate, APS-PS inhibitor, sulfenacil, carfentrazone, flumioxazine, protox inhibitor, chlorimuron, and metsulfuron ALS inhibitor. The combination of compatible chemical groups produces satisfactory effects and decreases the resistance of the resistant bioticals by activating in different action sites in the plant. Material and methods. The experiment was started on the farm Cava, located in the municipality of Carmo do Rio Claro, Minas Gerais. Cultivate aged Mundo Novo 379/19, spacing 3 for 1 meters, population 3,333 plants per hectare, altitude 843 meters, latitude 20 degrees and 58 minutes south, longitude 46 degrees and 17 minutes west, average precipitation of 1,564 millimeters. Experimental design used random block design, number of treatments 7, number of repetitions 4, number of installments 28. Treatments 1, UTC witness. Treatment 2, glyphosate. Treatment 3, glyphosate more carfentrazone. Treatment 4, glyphosate and sulfenacil. Treatment 5, glyphosate and flumioxazine. Treatment 6, glyphosate and metsulfuron. Treatment 7, glyphosate and chlorimuron. Non-ionic mineral adjuvant dash addition to 1% spray syrup. A plot measured 3.5 meters long by 1.33 meters wide. The market for wooden roads outlined by a nylon thread at 50 centimeters from the ground. Application with hand-held back sprayer with spear and ADI under 110.02, calibrated with gate valve Guarani with 150 kPa, equivalent to 21 psi, providing a flowers 250 of spray solution, 2.62 kilometers per hour application speed, and application April 1, 2016. Visual assessments of herbicide control efficiency 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, days after application, a grade scale, not 1, efficiency between 0 and 20%, not 2, efficiency between 21 and 40%, not 3, efficiency between 41 and 60%, not 4, efficiency between 61 and 80%, not 5, efficiency between 81 and 100%. So the experiment was after marking the plots. Do always evaluate the same position on the field. We use motorcycle tire marking, cutting in half so as not to development to then fly. Here is a detail of spraying a plot. A statistical analysis. The collected data were subject to analysis of variance by the program SysVar 4.3, and the means submitted to the Scott Knot test a 5% probability. Results and discussion. Treatments 1. UTC as 3 days after application. This is not control. Treatment 3. Glyphosate and carfentrazone 3 days after application. Small control. The treatment 4. Glyphosate and sulfenacil 3 days after application. Observed total control. Another installment, total control. And another installment. Treatment 2. Glyphosate 3 days after application. Little control. Treatment 5. Glyphosate and flumioxazine 3 days after application. A small control. Glyphosate and metsulfuron, small control. Glyphosate and chlorimuron, not control, and 3 days after application. What we will see now are the treatments at the end of the days after application. We have just observed that 3 days after application, only glyphosate plus sulfenacil were effective for horse weight control. So this is a panoramic view of Black 2. Treatment 2. Glyphosate 30 days after application. We do not observe satisfactory control. Treatment 3. Glyphosate and carfentrazone 30 days after application. Not observed satisfactory control. This is brought. And another portion of this treatment. Treatment 4. Glyphosate and sulfenacil 30 days after application. This control total. Treatment 1. UTC. 30 days after application. Treatment 6. Glyphosate and metsulfuron. 30 days after application. Total control was not observed. Treatment 7. Glyphosate and chlorimuron. Total control was not observed. Treatment 5. Glyphosate and flumioxazine. We don't not observe satisfactory control. A partial block view 30 days after application. Detail of regrowth 21 days after application. This regrowth was observed in all treatments that did not obtain satisfactory control. More one. The more one. Adult plant in the test region. And the results collected in this work. Note that the evaluation of treatment for glyphosate and sulfonilacil was 100% efficient as seen in the photos and obtained a grade of 5 from 3 days after application. Other interesting mystery for herbicide rotation management is glyphosate mixed with carfentrazone, metsulfuron, or chlorimuron that reach and interesting efficient up to 25 days after application. We know that this control was not as effective as the mixture of glyphosate and sulfonilacil and allowed the regrowth of plants from 21 days after application, but it can certainly be used in efficient management of herbicides. These were the results we collected. The full work is published in Cough Science magazine in 2018. Our contacts were below. I'm Gustavo.miranda@mus.ifsudeminas.edu.br. We appreciate the opportunity to present this work at the 4th Conference on Innovations in Food Science and Human Nutrition. We are open to discussion, even be we may. Once again, I apologize for my English and we appreciate the opportunity and congratulate the entire organization of this event, especially Gary L. Edmond. Thanks and congratulations.